You love them. Day one, you love them. Don't be desperate because you settle for stuff that you shouldn't settle for. And when someone's desperate, you attach yourself to somebody that might not be good for you. You know, have no good intentions. You know that you're not compatible with. Being single is so peaceful. You deserve something beautiful. You deserve something authentic. Of course, you're going to be in love. Okay, thanks for coming through, guys. If you haven't already, follow me on Spotify, where I drop weekly, unfiltered, unscripted voice notes to chat to you guys a little bit more than I already do. Follow me on TikTok and check out my website, where I offer one-to-one support and a couple of workshops. You will find all the links in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And guys, let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shan. So guys, the real reason for this video is I want to speak to you guys today about not being desperate for a relationship. And the reason you shouldn't do it is, one, you don't have to be desperate. Being desperate is you having a lack mentality, meaning that there's not enough, meaning that you have a scarcity mindset, meaning that you feel deprived, meaning that it could never happen for you. And if you do find it, you have to hold on to it really, really tight. And I'm here to tell you that, listen, I have been that girl. I can say that with chest. I have been that girl that, and you know what? I feel like a lot of females and males can relate. Like when you meet somebody and the vibes is there. The vibes is there. When you meet somebody, the vibes is there. You feel like you've got the connection, you feel like you've got the chemistry, and all the boxes have been ticked. Of course, you're going to be in love. Of course, you're going to want them, right? When you're desperate, you might be giving people the time of day that do not deserve your attention. Don't deserve your efforts, your energy, your time, your headspace. Not everybody that you come across that is single is for you. Not everybody is for you. Not everybody will treat you good. Not everybody is for you. Okay, but if you're desperate, you might think that they are. You might be giving people the time of day that you shouldn't because you're desperate. Don't be desperate because you settle for stuff that you shouldn't settle for. And when someone's desperate, you attach yourself to somebody that might not be good for you. You might attach yourself for people that you know have no good intentions. You know that you're not compatible with. The person might be a good person, but you know they're not for you. But because you're desperate, because you're needy, because you have low self-esteem, because you need some attention, because you need some sex every night, you don't let go. You don't let go. Why? Because you need them. Yo, I'm out of breath, you know. I'm out of breath. This is not okay. Not okay. You can't be desperate. You can't be desperate out here. You might find yourself settling in situations that you shouldn't be in, you know, and it happens like to the best of us. You meet somebody, you click, they're cute, you're cute, the vibe is there, and it's all good. You love them. Day one, you love them. All right? You love them. You want them. And it doesn't work out for whatever reason. You gotta let go. Like, you have to learn to detach and let go at the right time and not hold on longer than necessary. Sometimes we can put a responsibility on people that was never their job to do. It was never their job to fulfill a void or an insecurity or a lack of self-esteem in you. It was never their job. And you're desperate because you want them to fill a void. It's not their job. It's not their job. That's your responsibility to put the work in, get right with God, seek God, and work on yourself. Work on yourself. Like, and sometimes people get a rude awakening when they get what they want. Yeah, you're desperate, you're needy, you get what you want, and then you're still unhappy because ooh, check out the sun. And then you're still unhappy because it was never that person's job to fill the void, to do the work that you've got to do. Don't be desperate. Don't be needy. If anything, be desperate for this sun right now. Woo! Be desperate for this sun, because right about now, I'm telling you guys, this is what you should be needy about. This is what you should be needy about. Be needy for this vitamin D, because right about now, if you're single and you ain't got no one, you ain't getting no other D. Do you get what I'm saying? Let me put these back on. So I hope my mum doesn't watch this. Do you think my mum knows what D means? I hope she don't watch it. But this is the only D that I'm getting right now. Yeah. Don't be needy for anybody. Don't be desperate. When you're desperate, it's off-putting. It's off-putting. Like, I don't care how cute you are. And now I get it, you know. Now I get it, because I used to think, oh, look at the horses. I used to think, look at the horses, guys. Like them over there. I used to think, like, and you know what? Yeah, for me, it's a blessing and a curse, because I thought that, like, you know, in life, I've always been a go-getter. I've always been someone that just gets what they want, works for what they want, executes, and puts the work in. So back in the days, I used to think, actually, if I do that with a man, it would have the same effect. But actually, being needy, being desperate, can be quite off-putting. It can be quite off-putting, because leave me alone. And now I get it, because when I've had people that I like and they've done the same thing to me that I used to do, I don't care how cute. Oh, look at the horse. Look at the horses. Oh, I'm in the picture. I don't know if I got consent to record these kids, but it should be alright, right? It should be alright. I don't care how cute someone is. Like, if you're desperate and if you're needy, people can feel that. People can feel when you're desperate and needy. Like, it can be felt, and it's not nice. It can be off-putting. If you're somebody that has anxious attachment style, I get it. But you know what I've learned? Being anxious when speaking to someone new or dating is typically heightened when, and there's about 1,000 people walking past. Okay. Anxiety is heightened when, one, I know that person's not for me and I'm trying to make it work. Two, if that person's playing games and they're doing a push and pull thing to try and get my attention and blah, 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 blah. And three, I said 1, 2, 3. I don't know where I'm at. And three, what was the next one? That person doesn't know how to treat me. That person doesn't know how to make me feel safe. And I ain't got time for none of it. So I'm going to stay single. I ain't got time. I ain't got time for none of it. So just scrap it. Like, forget it. Like, being single is so peaceful. It's so peaceful. I might cry. Shall I cry? Being single, honestly. And when I say single, I mean single, not dating, no options. Maybe 1 or 2. Like, you, anyway, mind your business. Use that are too nosy. This is what I'm saying. But I ain't got time for it. It is peaceful over here. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I wonder if, like, I could ever have, like, an arranged marriage, but it's someone that I want to be with. Like, I don't know, like, someone just arrange a marriage for me, but he's the one. Is that possible? I ain't got time for it. Because let me tell you something, yeah. Everybody that's single thinks they got standards. Everybody that's single thinks they got these tight boundaries. Everybody that's single thinks that they got no issues and blah, blah, blah. But put yourself in the mix with another person. Oh, honey. You're in for a rude awakening, because that's when the real test comes. Like, let's see if you got boundaries now. Let's see if you got standards now. Let's see what you tolerate now. Because when you're single, you give all the chat and you're like, oh, I would never put up with that. I wouldn't tolerate that. Listen, when you're in a relationship, yeah, I'm not saying you get walked all over. I'm not saying that. But you end up tolerating stuff that if you were single, you would tell other people not to tolerate. Can we get an amen? Like, I'm going to put a clap in right here. It's so true. It's so true. Where am I going with this? I don't know. But don't be desperate. Don't rush the process. Don't be quick to jump into something. Like, be sure. Be confident who you're about to get into a relationship with, or who you're about to spend your time with, who you're about to spend your life with. Like, don't be desperate. Don't be needy. Don't pick up the first thing that comes your way. Like, I know you might feel like time's getting on. I know you might see people in relationships getting married or going on holidays with their boyfriend, with their girlfriends, having kids. I don't know. I don't know. Don't just accept anything for your life. Like, you deserve something beautiful. You deserve something authentic. You deserve something that's not rushed. And I promise you, when you rush things, you miss a lot of things along the way. You miss a lot of red flags. And then sometimes it's too late. You're already in something. You're already attached. And now you feel stuck. And you're with someone that's manipulative. You're with someone that's abusive. You're with somebody that actually, if you just slowed down the process, you would never have been with them in the first place. Okay? Like, and I've noticed, like, I've become so much more patient with anything. Like when I'm buying a car, when I'm buying clothes, like when I'm just doing anything, I'm so much more patient now. And the reason that I am is because I know that I don't have to rush. And I feel like when I rush, it's because there's this anxiety in me that I might miss out on this opportunity. I need to get this jacket. I need to get these shoes because this is the last size. I need to get this car because it's a good deal and I might not find this deal again. Mate, let me tell you the lessons that I've learned this year. I could cry right there. I could cry. Let me tell you the lessons that I've learned this year about patience. You don't have to rush a thing. Like, when you know that what's for you won't pass you by, when you know that God's on your side and he's ordering your steps, when you know that God's got your life planned out, when you know that there's an abundance in this world and there's enough to go around, when you know that there's no lack, you don't have to rush anything. You don't have to be desperate. You don't have to be jealous. You don't have to take something that's not yours. You don't have to do any of that because you know there's enough. You know there's enough. Now I don't have to act on impulse. When you meet somebody, now I don't act on impulse. Now I don't rush into things. Now I'm not in a hurry to get things done. I'm just chilled now. I'm just like, the horse. Like, now I'm not in a hurry. Like, I'm not influenced by what's happening outside in the world. I'm not easily influenced by what my friends are doing because I know who I am. I know where I should be. You should never find yourself in a situation where you say you don't know if you'd be able to live without somebody. You don't know if you'd be able to breathe without somebody. Like, you was born as an individual by yourself into this world, unless you're a twin or a triplet and so forth. But even then, you're still an individual because it's not someone else's responsibility to make you happy. You could be in a whole relationship and still be needy and still be desperate and expect somebody to make you happy. You gotta do some work. You see, when I was about 19, I wanted to get married. Like, I just had this idea of me being married young. I had this idea of just being married young and just being ready. I thought I was ready. Let me go walking car, people too nosy. I thought I was ready. I thought I was ready to be a wife at 19. Who is he? I don't know who he is. Babes, and I look back now as nearly a 33-year-old woman. Come on. I'm more ready now than I was then. So I say all of this to say there's things to learn in life. There's experiences that we have to go through. There's people that we have to meet. There's life to be enjoyed as a single person. What I'm trying to say is, don't rush it. If you look for it, you're going to find it. If you look for a man, if you look for a woman, you're going to find it because there's plenty of people out here. But you might find something that ain't cute. When I say cute, their personality, their soul, their morals, their principles, their character, that ain't cute. They might not be cute. They might not be cool. They might not have good intentions for you. So don't look for it because you will find it. There's definitely not a lack out here of human beings. Not everybody's for you. Not everybody you will be compatible with. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay that when you meet somebody and, they're cute, they're cute, you want them. You have to be okay if it doesn't work out. You have to be okay because, listen, if it doesn't work out, be happy. Be happy that you're not going to be with somebody that you're not supposed to be with. And you know what? I'm saying this like it's easier said than done because I know how it feels to like someone who doesn't work out. End up sleeping on the sofa a couple of weeks. So I get it. You don't want something that's not for you. You don't want something that's not for you. So when it doesn't work out, especially in the early stages, God's doing you a favor. He's definitely doing you a favor, saving you the longness. So be happy when it doesn't work out. Be happy when in the early stages it goes left. You might cry, but get over it. Get over it, because you don't want what's not for you anyway. And what you don't want to do is get with someone out of desperation or feeling needy, and then you're in for a rude awakening when that person's not everything that you thought they were. Because everybody puts their best foot forward, don't they, in the early stages? Come on, we all do it. We all do it. We all put our best foot forward. I know what it feels like to feel like you need somebody. I know what it feels like to feel like, oh my gosh, I can't live without you, man. It feels so good not to be that girl anymore. The more you exercise detachment, the easier it is. Like, you know, meeting people and thinking, oh my gosh, they're the one. I'm going to get married to them. I'm going to have kids with them straight away. Get all of that out of your head. Get all of that out of your head. Like when you meet somebody and you know, you click, you have the connection. I know how it feels. You get butterflies, but don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. Detach and just see it as, this is a nice person. This is someone that I've met. They're cool. That's it. Don't start fantasizing, because don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't start fantasizing. Like, detach. Detach. Don't set expectations, like high expectations of how the situation's going to plan out. I don't want you guys to be disappointed. I don't want you guys to be disappointed. Learn to detach yourself and not hold on to people when you meet them or when you're getting to know them. So, yeah. Hi. Nice. Guys, I'm a bit scared, you know. I'm walking up here and I can't see no one. It's getting darker. I might turn around. No, please. Look. Oh my gosh. And it... I don't like it. Nah. Oh, sugar. Okay, I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. What's meant for you will not pass you by. What's meant for you will not pass you by. And when you live with that mentality, when you live with that mindset, you don't have to say yes to things out of panic, out of desperation, out of being needy. Like, even when it comes to money, jobs and opportunities, like this year, I've been so intentional about what decisions I make. Like, no matter how much I'm struggling, no matter how good of an opportunity it looks, like now I'm like, I'm not saying yes to everything, because you will be presented with opportunities and distractions and counterfeits all the time. Like, not everything that's presented to us is for us, no matter how good it looks. Like, you need to get that through your head. You need to get that through your head, that you will be presented with people who look like the real deal. People who look like the real deal, but really they're a counterfeit. Really they're a distraction from the person that's really for you. But he's cute. He got money. He got the good. You know? He's lacking something that you need. All of that's a distraction. But this year I've took my time. Like, I've had opportunities come my way. Not just talking about males, because I ain't had any this year, you know. But you have to be picky. You have to be picky. Like, don't listen to people that say, oh, age, you're getting on, and people are having kids, and you're not going to find somebody, and blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that. Yeah, don't let people make you feel pressured. Don't let people make you feel pressured to get into situations because they've got a scarcity mindset. They've got a lack mindset. Don't listen to what anybody says about, oh, you know, there's no good men out here. There's no good women out here. Let me tell you something, yeah. If you watching this right now, think that you're a great person, you're a high quality woman, you're a high quality man, you have all these qualities about you, you think you're great, you think you're cute, you think that you have all these good morals, you think that you're a keeper, why is it that there can't be somebody else out there like that? Like, why can't there be somebody else like that exactly like you, that's looking for a relationship. It's not just you that's one of those people. It's not just you that's all of that. I'm not too. You get it? If you're all those things, who's to say that the person that you're looking for isn't all those things too? Like, you can't be the only person in the world with all those qualities. You can't be the only person in the world that's a keeper. So when people say, oh, where's all the good men, where's all the good women, they're out here. I don't know where they are, but they're out here. That's where you have to change your mindset and recognize that actually, I don't have to rush into anything because there's a lack. Nah, honey. Nah, honey. Whew. A lot of talking today, though. When you do meet somebody that, like when you do meet somebody that you feel like is the one and it doesn't work out, it teaches you a lot. It teaches you a lot about self-worth, self-love, and, you know, especially when you're somebody that believes in soulmates as well, like, and you feel like there's only one person that is for you, and when it doesn't work out with that person that you think is for you, it's a rude awakening, and there's a lot of acceptance that you have to do. But when you accept, like, acceptance needs to be your best friend when meeting new people, when dating, when relationships don't work out. Acceptance is going to be your best friend. I'm telling you now, because acceptance helps you to feel free and liberated and come back to yourself and stop putting all your focus and energy on somebody else and expecting them to make you happy, expecting them to come back to you. When you accept, you take the power back. You take the power back. Oh my gosh, it feels so frigging great right now talking about this, because it helps me to realize how far I've come. And just sitting in nature on a Sunday, mate, it helps you to realize how far you've come when you accept. You take the power back and you start giving people the power to your happiness, to your worth, to your destiny. Like, nah, honey. Like, take back what's yours. So guys, I feel like crying. Let me just take these off for the last couple minutes. I feel like crying. Just realizing how far I've come. And I want that for you as well. Listen, I hope you've taken something from this. I feel like you should have made notes. Thank you so much for joining me on this Sunday. I hope you've taken something from this video. Leave me some comments on what video you want me to make next. What do you want me to talk about? Let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with friends and family. Help you girl to grow the channel. I love you guys. And yeah, I will see you soon. Mwah. I'll be dropping YouTube videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and catch me over at Spotify, where every Sunday I'm dropping voice notes. Like, I gotta talk. So guys, you don't want to miss out. Holla.